can hear us all loud and clear. This is Theodorou. I'm the SME Solution Director of Supernova. Thank you very much for joining our session, and we do hope that everybody can hear us well now. In case there is an issue with the sound, please log off from the meeting room and try to enter again. And if the problem persists, please let us know by typing your message at the bottom of the screen, and a colleague from our company will contact you shortly in order to resolve the issue. Now, today we will be looking at the newest release of SAP Business One solution, which is currently and officially released by SAP, and the version is 9.2 PL6. We will be exploring all the new features and how they could apply to your company, essentially making your life easier, we hope. We will begin with a brief introduction on the new features. This will be done by my colleague Chrysilios, and then we will continue to analyze one by one the new changes. At the same time, we will show you a live demonstration in order to see how the system reacts in these new features. And once we complete the session, we will contact you in the next few days in order to discuss any specific needs for your company and how the new features of SAP Business One can help you improving efficiency and increase productivity. With the new release of SAP Business One, there are enhanced functionalities which can be used to optimize your daily work and obviously to take you to the next level. We at Supernova did our research and study on how these new features will better suit and meet the needs of our valuable customers at all time. So we are here at any time to help you out. We take this opportunity to present to you how you can add more value to your business by upgrading to SAP Business One version 9.2, either SAP HANA or SQL. I mentioned SAP HANA because this is a new version of SAP Business One, and before we move on with the new features, we would like to point out some of the benefits of SAP HANA technology. SAP HANA is a new database technology that can be used for new or existing SAP clients. Because it utilizes in-memory technology, SAP HANA can read many times faster than a typical Microsoft SQL database. So at the same time, it can help you supercharge your application performance and analyze massive volumes of data in real time. So in plain English, SAP HANA can help you out to operate your SAP Business One in a much faster way. Additionally, SAP HANA version has an entire suite of analytical tools and reporting capabilities which do not exist in the SQL version today. Apparently this is done by SAP because they want to promote their own product. So at the same time, some of these additional functionality will be explored and shown to you later today during our presentation. We will explain to you how to differentiate your business against competitors with SAP Business One 9.2 for SAP HANA, and leverage how SAP HANA based innovations such as the interactive analysis report designer, which this is something that we will show later in our demonstration, and this is the version that will be used later on as we move on with some examples with the new features. With SAP Business One Release 9.2, you can run your business simply, anytime, anywhere, from anywhere. In brief, you can take advantage of improved usability by introducing SAP Business One browser access. That is a simple remote access from on-premise customers, which automatically will lower their overall total cost of ownership. In this case, if you run your browser access, you will not need any more terminal servers and any other related terminal services, since the connection will be done directly from your web browser, as long there is a VPN connection to the SAP server. Additionally, you can take advantage by accelerating transition to the cloud. SAP open up to new market segments. By doing this, SAP has already announced SAP B1 Cloud, and is officially available for Cyprus market as well. So you can also use B1 Cloud instead of on-premise applications on both versions, either SAP Business One on SQL or SAP Business One on SAP HANA. SAP has extended SAP Business One with new business processes such as project management, fixed asset virtualization, CRM, and service functionality, but also it continues to improve existing business processes and meet any legal requirements that are needed as we move on during the years. Additionally, SAP has simplified infrastructure and landscaping by making SAP Business One easier and more cost-effective to use than ever before. So, as an introduction, I just wanted to emphasize what can be achieved with the new functionalities. I would like to thank you for your attention, and let me now hand over the presentation to my colleague Chrysilios, who will start the presentation on the new features and on a live demo at the same time. Thank you very much for your attention. I just want to make another statement here, because we are many attendees in this room webinar. It will be nice if you have all your microphones muted, and in case you will need and have any questions, it will be nice that we can discuss this later on one-to-one session, because as I said before, we will give you a call to all of you one by one and discuss how you can proceed with the upgrade. So please just pay attention to the presentation, and any queries will be answered later on. Thank you very much.
Hello to all, and from my side, I would like to welcome you all and thank you for sparing your time in order to attend this webinar. As Mr. Theodore said, we will present you the SAP Business One Release 9.2 new features. I will go through the agenda first, and we will see the new updates which are grouped by the module. First of all, we have the administration, the new updates. One second, please. I apologize, it was some problem with the screen. So I repeat again, we will start with the agenda with the new features selection that we have chosen to demonstrate today, that we believe from our side and from the research we have done, they will better help you to increase efficiency and simplify your day-to-day operations and add more value. So first I want to begin with administration, the electronic documents framework, job service, the extension of field lengths, approval procedure update. You can add new features from Excel by importing. We have some changes in the keyboard usage. Under financial management, we can see how you can align the postage of journal entries with marketing documents. We can go over some IFRS enhancements in the chart of accounts. We can go over the fixed assets, the new changes that you can do on the purchases module, and go over the checks, some changes done for the payment authorization. Further down, we see the project management new module. For the sales, purchasing and services module, we'll see the new feature of how to reopen a sales and purchase order by from an AP reserve invoice or AR reserve invoice. We will see the extended service module. Further down, we will go through the business intelligence which is available for SAP HANA only, and we'll go through some demonstration of some reports, some dashboards, and key performance indicators. And also we will go over the intelligent forecast and how this can be adapted with material resource planning. In the inventory module, we see the new feature with prices update wizard and the pick and pack manager. In the material resource planning, we will see the new features in regard to the MRP wizard and also to the forecasting. Lastly, we will go over the browser access, some notes, and the last 15 minutes of the presentation we will leave it for you if you have any questions, so we can answer them. So please keep your microphone in mute, and if you have any questions you can write them down so we can discuss them over in the last 15 minutes. So the first one I would like to start with is electronic documents framework. With electronic document framework, you can generate marketing documents in electronic format. It supports all accounts receivable transactions on the customer side, like quotations, sales orders, deliveries, and invoices. Through the electronic file manager, you can use various file formats custom tailored to your business requirements. The electronic document framework can be easily set up, and in combination with an integration solution such as the SAP Business One integration framework, you can implement an electronic data exchange scenario. These can be implemented for companies that you have regular business transactions with. In order to improve efficiency, you may agree with a business partner, a customer in this case, to closely integrate your processes to streamline the invoicing process. So for example, AR invoices created in SAP Business One will be generated as an electronic file, most commonly an XML file, to be passed on to your customer for easy processing. Currently, in SAP Business One, if you want to send an email which is triggered by an alert, the SAP Business One client needs to be running or no alert will be triggered. With the release of 9.2, a new service layer has been implemented on the server with a new job service which will now allow alerts to trigger emails independent of the SAP Business One client at any time. So a predefined user call alert service will be used by default to send internal messages or trigger the SAP Business One mailer to send an email. So now you have the ability to receive alerts anytime whenever they occur to meet your business demands. The job service has been introduced to manage alert settings on the server side. So an administrator, you can do the following settings in the web browser. You have to start and stop the service, create and manage the technical user use to execute the alerts. A user, as we mentioned before, it will be associated with a particular SAP Business One user. The mailer settings are also managed by the job service. Nevertheless, you will access the mailer settings in the SAP Business One Service Manager. Now, the item number, BP catalog number, resource number, and manufacturing catalog number fields have been extended to 50 characters. So this now it gives you a great flexibility to define various items of the same product distinguished by different attributes such as size, color, height, and width. It supports greater range of naming conventions in order to make them more understandable and easier to read to the end user. Some additional administration features is a approval procedure update. You can set documents to go through an approval process upon update if the document was not generated upon approval. So if, for example, you are using this feature approval procedure in your current version, okay, if a document was generated without an approval and a user subject to approval attempts to make updates to these documents, the system will not prompt you to initiate a new approval. With the release 9.2 now, if you make any updates to the original document, an approval process will be initiated. These updates need to be approved before being added to the document. In a real business scenario, let's say that you have an approval procedure for a purchase order of over 1,000 euros. So if you update the purchase order, which originally had a total value of 800 euros, and now it exceeded 1,000 euros since you have added a new item or a service, then this time the document, the purchase order, will go through approval to an authorized user. So by this new feature, we're adding a more control to the approval process. Then the import from Excel feature, additionally to the items and the business partners, now you can import price list, business partner catalog numbers from Microsoft Excel in a very simple way. And now, if you give me a few seconds, I would like to, demonstrate this in SAP just to have a picture of it. So if we go to administration, so data import export, and then data import, you click the first option, import from Excel, and you can use this data window in order to import price list and business partner catalog numbers. Okay, this is in a very simple way. If you have the file already in Excel, you can save it as a text delimited, map it in the related columns, the object fields in SAP, and you can import it in the system. And lastly, the last feature about the administration, you can now use the Enter key on the numeric keypad as the tab key to move between fields for faster data entry. I would like to emphasize here that is only the Enter key on the numeric keypad, which is activated as tab, and not the one on the central keyboard. Furthermore, the dot key on the numeric keypad can be used as the separator you define on the Display tab in General Setting windows. You can also disable the document operations, add, update, and OK by the main Enter key. In the new release, you can align postings of journal entries with marketing documents. So rows with the same general ledger accounts are now grouped in a journal entry. One row in a journal entry is linked to one row in a marketing document, which is adding a visible reference to users. This provides unambiguous references to document rows from journal entry rows. It also provides the basis for more detailed reporting. So if, for example, you create an AI invoice with 4 items, this is how the journal transaction will look like. The VAT amount will be broken down in 4 lines, one for each item sold. And the same will happen with the sales account, raw materials, and so on. So the user will use this functionality in case that he wants to see the journal entries that linked with marketing documents in more detailed analysis. There are also a number of IFRS enhancements that are implemented to support revenue recognition at the point of sale when the buyer takes the ownership of goods. Revenue can be recognized if it is relatively certain at the company that will receive payment for the goods sold, with now activated matching principle standards for correct revenue recognition. As for the chart of accounts, the number of levels have been maximized to 10 levels, and all of these levels can be used for posting. You also have the ability to rename your chart of account drawers, and those will be reflected across the system and all of your reports. The way you can benefit from this new enhancement, it enables the matching principles which allows correct revenue recognition in order to comply with the standard accounting principles. In this case, it supports a business scenario if goods are sold and delivered at the end of the period and they are invoiced at the beginning of the next period. The chart of account enhancements provide greater flexibility to create the chart of account according to business needs. Furthermore, the fixed assets in version 9.2 introduces a virtual fixed asset concept. When a company purchases identical assets in a large quantities, this functionality can be used to automatically create fixed asset master data records for each of the assets. A serial number enforcement has also been enabled to save time and effort. So this will promote fast processing of large quantities of fixed assets that share the same properties. So in this case, just to mention an example, maybe you bought a bulk of shares which share the same properties, and the system will automatically create all fixed assets at once. You will not have to do it one by one and waste a lot of time of creating the fixed assets. A new authorization has been added for better control over checks for payment. When creating checks for payment manually, the Create Journal entry field is checked automatically and only authorized users cannot check it. These will avoid fraud in relation to misusing outgoing checks and provide greater control over user authorizations to create, print, update, and design check layouts. As for the third-party checks, in the new release, you can now select an endorsable third-party check in an outgoing payment as a payment means instead of endorsing the check by creating a manual journal entry. So let me now introduce the project management capabilities in SAP Business One new release. Project information in SAP Business One was limited to financial data. To complement existing project basic features, SAP came up with additional project management functionality, now combined into one solution. All project-related transactions, documents, resources, and activities have been centralized in one place, which makes it much easier to track any tasks, stages, or phases of project from start to finish. Centralization of projects allows you to more easily analyze budgets and costs in order to generate reports related to all aspects of your projects, providing greater transparency and thus making better informed decisions. The benefit of combining both financial and project management data in one solution, for example, you can define the budgeted planned cost of a particular task and measure actual cost incurred against a particular task. You can also drill down into the respective accounts receivable or accounts payable invoices associated with that particular task to see what specific items or labor were billed against a particular stage of the project. Depending on the size and scope of a project, it can be split into different sub-projects or phases, which may represent a functional area. As an example, you might define project stages specific to your business, like process analysis and design, implementation, testing, and release of the product. If you are familiar with using stages in the sales opportunities module, this is very similar in how to build the phases and the stages. You can also create stage dependencies. So using our example from above, the system will prevent you releasing the product if testing has not been done and marked as completed. You can create activities directly from within the project management module. You can see an overview of every activity your team has created, against a particular stage. Furthermore, you can view the SAP Business One calendar in group view to see all the scheduled project activities by all staff working on this project. The summary tab within the project management module displays an overview of budget versus actuals and breaks it down by accounts payable versus accounts receivable so that you can easily see your cost and profit values on the given project. And now I would like to continue with some of the sales, purchases and services new features. In previous releases, users could decide whether to reopen an item quantity in the original document or not when creating a return. It could be goods return or credit memo. This behavior, it has been simply been extended to support scenarios where a user copies an order to a reserved invoice and then credits it. Users can now decide whether to reopen the item quantity in the original document, and it supports real business scenarios. The service module in release 9.2 has been extended to support vendors. So now you can leverage the support service module for vendor-related service requirements. Also, the business partner details are now visible from the service call window, capturing most relevant business partner information, enabling better efficiency and service call planning. Besides the service module, you can retrieve the vendor details in opportunities for those of you who are using sales opportunities module in SAP. I would like to take a second to demonstrate this in SAP. So if we go to opportunities, we see the new opportunity type, purchasing, and by selecting the purchasing, it enables the user to select a business partner code. So by selecting, by using the vendors in the purchasing opportunity type, you can create an opportunity of which you can monitor the full supply chain cycle, starting from purchase quotation to AP invoice. You can anytime check which orders you have outstanding regarding this vendor. You can track daily communications with with persons in the company, and also process any other activities. Now I would like to share with you a number of key tools for effective business intelligence in SAP Business One 9.2 version for SAP HANA. The Pervasive Analytics Designer for Business One enables you to access and visualize your data in a customized way. Dashboards, key performance indicators, and advanced dashboards can accelerate your decision-making process, offering immediate and fact-based answers to business questions. In the release for 9.2, additional new options have been added, such additional predefined KPIs and a new module for CRM, which includes views from opportunity analysis. This will allow you to build more powerful dashboards to better help you analyze data. So now we will see in the SAP version for SAP HANA how you can create a simple report using Pervasive analytics. By going to Tools, you select the Pervasive Analytics. And the Pervasive Analytics cockpit will launch. In a real business scenario, a manager would like to check the annual sales by customer. So he will first, in the screen we see the predefined KPIs and dashboards and advanced dashboards. If you want to create a new one, you click on the new dashboard button. And then select the data source. So if the manager, for example, will like to check the annual sales by customer in order to see the revenue made for each individual customer, he will need to select the total sales, okay, which is located under the system. So we scroll down until we get into the total sales amount. Okay, and now I'm ready to set up my dashboard through the dashboard designer window. So first we need to select the measure, will be the total sales amount. So we just drag and drop into the target measures. And in dimension, which will be the posting date. And at the posting date, we can select either the whole year or periods, week or specific date. So we will do it annually. So we select the year. We cannot see the graph in the full mode, but you can see the trend from starting from 2016, from 2006, I'm sorry, until 2017. The report is dynamic and changes as we add more features or make any changes to data. So now this report, we can link it to customers and have this graph into the business partner master data sidebar. We click on the actions and then display dashboard in sidebars. Then we have to choose the target SAP Business One window, which will be the business partner master data. And we have to bind now the dashboard dimension with the business partner field. So we have to link customer code and business partner code. And click OK to save the selections. In order to save the report, we click on the tick button, the save button. And we give it a name, total annual sales by customer. So now we will go to the business partner master data window to check how this dashboard will show. We go to the first business partner, and then from the sidebar we select analytics. So here we can see different dashboards that have been created. So we go to select the ones that we just created, and we see for this specific customer the total sales amount for each year. As we change the customer, as we move on into the business partner master data window, we can see that the report, the dashboard, is changing dynamically. The next topic I would like to talk about is the dashboard and key performance indicators. And I will show you how you can add them into your cockpit. I repeat that this is available only for SAP Business One version for SAP HANA. So you can create some dashboards or KPIs modeled from various data sources such as sales, purchases, stock, business partners, and so on, which will help you for a better decision making. And you can have these features in your cockpit, when you first log on to your SAP Business One. So I will go back to SAP and close the existing windows. So when I first log on to SAP, this is how my cockpit appears. I have 3 dashboards which shows the top 5 best-selling items by sales item, top 5 customers by sales amount, and then I have also a dashboard of the purchasing process workflow, starting from the purchase request until the last outgoing payment. In each step you can see useful information. You can see the open items list, the stock status, and so on. So in order to apply some of the dashboards and KPIs into your cockpit, you have to click on the pencil and then the cross button in order to add, delete a dashboard, and so on. So this is how the available dashboards in my cockpit, in the system, in the widget gallery actually, which you can bring up front to your cockpit for a quick review first thing when you log into the system. So I will just select a revenue versus gross profit. I click on the add button to make it available. And also if I go further down, I can add a KPI for net sales revenue. So now when I go back to my cockpit, I click the save button, the tick, in order to keep my changes. And I see the net sales revenue KPI I have added, and the revenue versus gross profit for the last 6 months. The intelligent forecast is a good forecasting process which delivers value to your company by enabling you to sell more product. It provides visibility into demand history that helps the users prioritize opportunities and position channels to face growing demand. Predicting future demand is critical for business planning and also serves as an invaluable input for material resource planning. With SAP Business One version 9.2 for HANA, you can predict future demand for products with the help of statistical methods, incorporating trends and seasonal factors. Intelligent Forecast uses 2 predictive methods from the SAP HANA database. Once you have finalized your prediction, you can leverage your results in a forecast which can be later used by material resource planning. You also have the ability to view historical sales data and predict the sales data in a graphical view that you can modify by dragging historical data points to dynamically adjust the expected forecast results. So now let's continue with the inventory updates in the release for 9.2. We have about 10 minutes, so I will go through the slides very quickly so I don't take some more time from the presentation. As I understand you are all busy and you have other things scheduled for the day, so I will try to make it as fast as possible. In the prices update wizard, it became much simpler because it allows you to update the item prices and price lists systematically in bulk. You can convert prices into other currencies, and you can also restrict updates to only apply to selected items. You can add a new simulation mode of which you can see the suggested changes before you decide to commit and execute the update. The new prices update wizard can save a lot of time if your company needs frequent pricing updates across a large number of items and price lists. Implementing price updates is now simpler, faster, and more intuitive. The enhanced pick and pack manager in the new version has improved in handling production orders in a basic production environment. The new selection criteria allows you to select only items or only resources or both in one transaction. In the pick and pack manager, we can now issue individual rows for production. This adds more flexibility in handling production requirements. The material resource planning module has been enhanced, so a number of updates to the MRP wizard. Under the item list selection criteria window, there is an extended selection criteria which enables the user to select a preferred supplier or user-defined fields for items. You can also view more item details, such as item master data variables, which can impact the MRP wizard. The new updates give you greater flexibility to be more specific with item selection, and also allows you to easily manipulate master data variables for an MRP scenario and revert back to default variables at a later stage when rerunning a safe scenario. Furthermore, in material resource planning, you can take advantage of the new forecasting feature, as we discussed earlier, and create a new scenario based on the forecast. Some of the features of forecasting enables you to create and maintain forecasts for items per warehouse. You can increase or decrease the forecast percentage across multiple line items. And in addition, you can delete multiple item rows. By forecasting items on a warehouse level, you are enabled to select sales orders according to relevant warehouses, allowing greater control over your forecast demand. With multiple line item selection, you can easily manage different forecast scenarios. And lastly, I would like to introduce you to the new browser access. As Mr. Theodoros mentioned in the beginning of the session, of the introduction, browser access is suitable, for example, if your company has remote users, or you are planning to have your remote users working from home or away from the office. It can be suitable if you need to quickly and securely access SAP Business One while traveling. Also, if you want to avoid the upkeep of SAP Business One client installations or local desktops at your office. If any of the above cases apply to you, your company, then you can surely take advantage of the new browser access feature available in SAP Business One version 9.2. Aside from the obvious benefits to users, which is working on the go in a secure environment, browser access also offers the following advantage, which Mr. Theodoros mentioned in the introduction, so I will not repeat, which it talks about the lower overall total cost of ownership, and the minimized of upgrade costs, and the no need of remote desktop and terminal service installations. So here the presentation, the webinar actually, it comes to an end. I would like to thank you all for attending and taking the time to listen about the SAP Business One 9.2 new features. I'm sure that it was a constructive presentation and raised some questions. If you have some questions of related to the processes and how something can be implemented and can be done in your business, we recommend you to send an email to the SME division or the support with detailed requirements. Our time is up. I don't know if some of you have any questions.
I have a question.
Yes, your name please?
Lewis.
Hi, Mr. Luis.
Hi. The KPIs you mentioned, you were focused more on customers. Is it the same implementation for suppliers performance?
Yes, definitely. I have focused my examples and my business scenarios into the sales output and the customer section, but all these dashboards, the KPIs can be applied to vendors as well. Also, as we check about the extended service module and the opportunity activities. So yes, this can be applied to vendors.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So if you don't have something to ask, I will I'll let you continue with your day and finish with this meeting. I'm sure if you have taken some notes, or if you want us to send you additional material regarding of the 9.2 new features, you can send us an email or give us a call. We'll be more gladly to help you and assist you to implement any of the new features. Okay, so I would like lastly to thank you all for attending this webinar. Have a good rest of the day, and with some of you I will talk soon on some projects or the support. Thank you very much.